There's no, it's just a direct. Yeah. Hey folks, morning. How are we? 48 days now, getting up to that 50 half century. Normally be happy with something like that on the old cricket ground, but 50 days at home for 99.9% of us. Well, there we go. Congratulations if you made it. Anyway, listen, we're uploading. We were planning one video and then we decided last minute to sort of like change it to another one. Got 8 hours solid of Dublin for you folks, and this is a good one, I have to say. It's got a lot of variety, and what a lot of people are unaware of these airports like Dublin, that they're so busy with international stuff as well. And of course, don't forget that Dublin has the border with the United States there. So as I did when I flew out to the US with Aer Lingus, I flew London to Dublin, went through the American border, and then boarded my aircraft to New York. And oh, hello. Look at this. Oh, gutted. Oh, come on, that's sad, ain't it? She's look at those rate wingtips, folks. Nice. Down there, something down there. Oh, no. Come on now. See, umbilical gets a little bit in the way sometimes. Normally with an umbilical, you've usually got a second person sort of like wrapping it up for you and making sure you don't trip over yourself. Like you see with the guys, rolling up behind them with the leads. I've got the umbilical running indoors and it's all over the place. So it backing up sometimes with the dollies. It's sort of like fouls on the umbilical. But so good morning. Anyway, so yes, Dublin. Lots of people liking the Dublin shows, and this is 8 hours, folks. By the time we get going on this, it's going to be you're going to be going through till 10 o'clock tonight. So it's a good opportunity for you to just sort of like, you know, go out, maybe do a bit of shopping, maybe you know, go for a bike ride or whatever. Come back and you will still be live. This was 8 hours straight, folks, as well. 8 hours straight stream. That just goes to show the dedication that we've got on Big Jet TV in terms of bringing you as much aviation content as we possibly can. Not just sticking with one, you know, position or one airport. You know, that's always been my ambition, is to go out and do as many airports as I possibly can. And within time, we will be back out there again to the United States, down in the east as well. We'd love to. I think to be honest with you, based on the way things are going, it's highly likely that the first international show will be either a European one, somewhere like Germany or Italy, for instance, somewhere where, you know, the restrictions that they're doing very well out there. So, but it's all about us flying out there. That's the whole thing, you see. That's where it gets a little bit complicated. But definitely down in New Zealand, how about that? I mean, those guys faring very well, and Australia as well. So we'll have to see how things go. I have had a test, by the way, folks. Not that makes a massive amount of difference, because obviously I don't come into contact. I'm one of those people who's very conscious about wearing a mask. I feel naked if I go out without my mask, to be honest with you. So wherever I go and whatever I'm doing, even when I'm driving in the van, I'm wearing a mask. Sounds a bit crazy, but you know, you can't be too careful, you know, in this environment, in this day and age. Most definitely now. I wouldn't say used to laugh at the people, but used to sort of like look at some people I mean, it's crazy when you look back at footage from like the Vietnam War, for instance. I've just finished watching this massive show on Netflix about the Vietnam War. Went on for like 10 years, man. It's insane. Nothing gained out of it either. All those lives and just nothing at all gained out of it. But anyway, back in the 1960s and 70s, the Vietnamese people out on the streets wearing wearing masks way back then. So it's nothing new, you know, and nothing to be ashamed of as well, folks. If somebody asks you to wear a face mask if you're boarding an aircraft or what have you, then just respect their wishes and respect all the other passengers' wishes. It's not uncomfortable. They're not going to give you some great big thing that looks like the alien sitting on your face. It's going to be a nice lightweight paper mask that you can utilise for the flight and then dispose of it when you reach your destination. How far are we off, GP? Oh, okay, so still quite some, about 10 minutes, you reckon? Okay. So wrapping up the quiz as well today, as well as other stuff, of course, planning stuff, reaching out to people in the aviation industry, keeping the wheels turning as much as we can, letting people know that we're there for them if they need anything done for them, free of charge, of course. And of course, as I mentioned last night, folks, when we do start to go back out to the field, so to speak, we will be concentrating. We will be going back to member-only streams for the time being, just to show gratitude towards all of our members for supporting us, as well as the Freeview guys and girls, you know, who've come along. Maybe can't afford the membership, which is totally understandable. But for those people who have supported us both before and during the crisis, we will be returning to member-only streams, even the domestic stuff. With maybe a 10-minute Freeview session right at the beginning, just to let people know that we're live, but then concentrating on giving all of the members their well-deserved member-only streams. So that's stuff that we're planning at the moment. Well, you know, let me give you some garden cam. Enjoy having a chat amongst yourselves. There's a female blackbird down there having a munch on some nuts. Yeah. We will, I'll see you back here shortly, folks. Just chat amongst yourselves. Still got time. Susie Hay, you know, from Thanks up for the translate audio. I thoroughly enjoyed watching it online and nothing about like all black and easy effect. Oh, that's brilliant. So the producer's got hold of it. The producer's got hold of it. Yeah. That's why I left the audio on. Because I thought, you know, just in case they want to use a little bit of wimpy blowing audio, you know, the editing. That's great. Yeah. With the audio. But I just think it's the kids as well. It's going to be showing the kids, so the kids are going to be like excited as well. You know, I think it's not just running about audios. Blue tick, blue tick, blue tick having a wash in the bath. Blue tick having a wash in the bath. Good to see you. actually, right now, yeah, right now we would, yeah. Which direction from what direction and what is it? Oh yeah, he's way south though. He's way south, man. Yeah. A lot of RAF activity, man. Look at all the RAF. A400M doing, so that's a lot of activity this week right now at Brighton. I think it would be a good thing to do, folks. Just to let you know, since literally since have you got the link, Jilly, to it? Because I haven't got the actual link on here unless I actually share it with somebody. So just to let you know, folks, that when this whole thing started, I don't know where I got it from, how I got it, or what. I think it was just sent to me in by the local government or whatever it might be. This is not actually, it can't have been. No, this is not a government COVID symptom study. It's a private one, from what I can see. I've got the King's College London noted on there. Quimru, sorry if I got that wrong, to all you Welsh folks out there. Quimru NHS in Wales. Zoe, I don't know what that is, but anyway, this is a COVID C-19 symptom study, which prompts me just once a week to do it, to just tell them how I am. You know, you've got to log in, you've got to register. If you don't like giving somebody your postcode, then fair enough. You know, if you think it's a big conspiracy, then yeah. So obviously, you know, the government's planning to launch their super duper one that's are you within Bluetooth range of so and so who's got COVID? Well, I don't know. My Bluetooth's only 20 feet wide. You know, I mean. You know what? The best way to let people, or people who are registered with this, know that that there's an outbreak in their area is surely by postcode. It's quite simple, isn't it? You know, all of a sudden, 10 people in SW18 post in here saying they're feeling unwell, they reckon they've got it, bang, the system sends in an alert, out go the response teams or whatever they have to do, just to and then it goes up on your system. Don't visit SW18, you know, rather than, you know, I haven't got a Bluetooth. What do you mean a Bluetooth? It's just like, you know, and not only that, but just a way of informing the people next door. I mean, how do you do that if they haven't already registered? It's like, obviously, you know, somebody in the government's gone, I say, can anybody make one of these application things, you know, you put on a telephonic communications device, you know, on these smarty phones, you know, and there's like, you know, this young whippersnapper tech geek Steve, who's like, yeah, I can do that, yeah, easy. And I'll tell you what I'll also do, I'll make it really super fandangled and really complicated so people don't understand it. How about that? And it'll cost you 20 grand, blah blah blah. But it's very simple. COVID-19, this is if you go to the, what's the search on it, Jilly? What did you search? And it okay, joinzoe.com. Join, Join, Zoe, Zoe.com. Not quite sure. .covid. Joinzoecovid.com. Oh, COVID, join. Oh, it's COVID. covid.joinzoe.com. covid.join, no. For Golden Bennett. Why'd you have to make it so hard, you know? Why didn't you just, like, you know, I don't know. COVID. You just sent it to me, haven't you? You just sent it to me, haven't you? No, you haven't. Oh, okay. Oh. COVID. Oh, well, there it is. Yeah, covid.joinzoe.com. covid.joinzoe.com. Zoe. It's a good one, folks. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of sort of like, you know, these kind of things, but it's a private app, and it's backed by some very reputable people. It's very simple. You tell them how you feel. I'm all right. And that's it. My update this morning was that yes, I have been, because my most recent update was yes, I have been for a test. Here is the test date, and I'm awaiting the results. So that's about as simple as it is, and you can share it. And I shared it to a few people this morning as well, just to let them know that you know, it's a good thing to do. I endorse it myself, and I'm not one for doing these sorts of things, but just to. It just makes sense because you obviously put your postcode in there. You're not giving other personal information. You just put your postcode in there. So it's quite simple. If there's an outbreak in your postal area, all of a sudden, you know, it's 3.5 million people who've just over 3.5 million people who have subscribed to it, and they are contributing to it. So that's a good sort of like across the board sort of like representation, probably from all over the UK as well. So I think it's a good thing. And I suggest you keep it on your phone. It's quite simple. You don't need to go into it. You don't go, oh bloody hell, I didn't. I missed last week's. It doesn't go like that. You get a message from them just to say, please, you know, let us know how you feel, and then you put it in there. Bang bong bing. Takes 2 minutes, literally less than that, 40 seconds. And then your job's done, and you can do it. Add people on it as well, so add your family on it, and or your partner or whoever, and then it just gives a good representation across the board of how everybody's feeling. So yeah. Anyway, as you were. that's a good thing. It's, if it's your health status, then that's a good thing. You ready to roll? So we cut this and then come back, yeah? Okay, folks. We're going to cut this and then we'll come back. Literally, how long, Jilly? A couple of minutes? 2 or 3 minutes. See you in a bit. Cheers.